Welcome to another edition of IMO Sports with Pedro Justice. Enjoy part 2. Now I'll say that I'm not going to say he doesn't support the fighters. He's like half and half. So part of him wants to be like he used to be, and the other part has to go and comply with Jim Lampley because he's so thankful for this opportunity to fill in and take over for Larry Merchant that he's glad that he stepped up and he's not just on the ring side, that he's actually right there next to Jim Lampley. Now, Roy Jones Jr., without him, it'll be unbearable to listen to HBO boxing because whether I like the fighter who's on HBO or whether I don't like him, I just want to watch the match and you just call it as it's happening. But Jim Lampley, he is a clown, a buffoon when he's calling things because he thinks he has to say all these things and be so excited. But just call the action and be excited about what's really happening, not what you think is happening. So it was not a travesty or robbery when Ward won the fight. It was a close fight. When Jacobs and Triple G fought, it was a close fight. Don't make it seem like it's something that it's not. And that the only type of fights that are good is where people are getting knocked out. That makes you sound like a casual and not an actual boxing fan. Just because you've been covering boxing since 1988 or whatever, that doesn't make you an expert because it's obvious that even a common person can look at a match and call it better than Jim Lampley. He's bringing down Max Kellerman, and without Roy Jones Jr., where would HBO boxing be? I miss Emmanuel Stewart. I really miss George Foreman because he'd be very creative with the things that he said when Larry Merchant would go off on some wild saying of this and that and this fighter and I hate this and Jim Lampley will be bumbling along with him and then George Foreman will say something real slick and smart and just shut them up. And then Larry, he would laugh a little bit because he knows George Foreman just subtly put you in your place. So I miss the old HBO in that I didn't have to hear it as blatantly as I do now. Jim Lampley is out of control. Someone needs to stop Jim Lampley. And IMO Sports is calling out Jim Lampley right now. You are biased, my friend, and you need to clean it up so that people can stand listening. We don't want to listen to a pay-per-view of you saying things that are not actually happening. Who wants to listen to that? If you agree with me, comment, let me know. If you disagree with me, comment, let me know. Because that's the only way we can get to the bottom of this is if we have a discussion. The truth shall set HBO free. I just got to be honest. To me, HBO has fell off. Showtime, PBC, this is what's happening. Oscar De La Hoya, his stable is shrinking. All he has is Canelo, his cash cow. And he's trying to ride him to the sunset because he don't want to face Triple G when they should face Triple G if Canelo is the real deal. And Canelo is solid. And this rock'em sock'em robots that HBO tries to go after and say, this is how you do it. It's a joke. I don't think Jim Lampley really knows anything about boxing. And I know he's covered sports for his whole career, and he has an opinion, and he has a voice. And I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that he doesn't know boxing, and it's clear to see, and anybody that listens knows that HBO commentating is very biased, and it's just not good. Showtime, they're just calling Al, he's just calling what he sees. Paulie, they're just calling what they see. When they commentate, it doesn't feel like they're for any fighter in particular. It just sounds like they're calling what they see. But when HBO calls a fight, it's always like they're going for one person over the other. And that's not what it should be. It should be unbiased. CompuBox, some people say that that's not accurate enough. That's neither here or there for me. At the end of the day, all I am looking at is, are you trying to call the fight fairly? And I do not like listening, or I do not enjoy listening to HBO commentary. Please comment. Until next time, it's Pedro Justice.